Hey everyone, this is Joker2730 the Game, and real quick we're going to go over the Nintendo Switch so you can see whether or not it is for you. Released March 3rd, base model $299, and in that you're going to get the Nintendo Switch, the left and right Joy-Con controllers, the Nintendo Switch docking bay, and the Joy-Con docking bay. Now you're going to get a power adapter and an HDMI cord, and that's all you're going to get for $299. They didn't do any game. You know, the Wii had Wii Sports. The Wii U had Nintendo Land. And this, they're not giving you anything. And for $299, it is kind of a hefty price considering when it's coming out and kind of how behind they are. Now, don't get me wrong. I went out, I pre-ordered it. I am a Nintendo fan. I love my Nintendo stuff. I said, I don't know if it's for everyone. And that's what we're going to do right now. So, just so you know, it's going to have 4 gig of RAM. It's going to come stock 32 gigabyte storage with a max transfer of up to 400 MBs. It's going to have USB that will support both 2.0 and 3.0. The screen is 6.2 inches and it's going to be IPS LCD. And the screen itself is going to be 1280 by 720, which is a little odd. You know, when I read that and when I saw that, took me back a little. But when it's docked, they say it could do 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now, here's the deal with the memory and you know, Nintendo is moving over to cartridges, so it's going to be little cartridge based, and they say that it doesn't take as much as a DVD or a CD-ROM. But Breath of the Wild Zelda is going to be 14 gigs downloaded on that. So that's going to be almost half of your storage right out the box for one game. But it can support up to a 2 terabyte SD card. Not that those are out yet, but it can support it. And it's for $299. Listen, it's gimmicky, you know. It's going to be something you can carry with you. It's going to be something you could take with you. Oh, you're playing it at home. You're done. You want to go, you know, you guys got to go. You got to go out with your wife somewhere, or you got to go with your parents somewhere. Man, you can undock it. Take that game with you. That is great. That is awesome in theory. Here's the problem. Not only are you dropping from 1080, but you're going to be going to 720. Not only 720, but you're only getting between 2.5 to 6 hours is what they said of battery life. Now, you can crunch that down to about 3 hours is what you'll average. So, you're going to get 3 hours of gameplay. And as of right now, on launch day, there's like, what, 4 titles? Zelda Breath of the Wild being the best title at launch. They did announce a Mario Odyssey. They did announce Mario Kart 8, neither of which are coming out at launch. They didn't announce too many games. A few days after it was announced, the console itself, they came out with this 65 games are dropping. Again, let me tell you, I went out, I pre-ordered it, I stood in line the next morning to get it. I have a PS Vita, and I think the Vita is one of the greatest pieces of technology to come out to be in your hand. The idea of it was great. The touch screen, man, the graphics. When I first played Uncharted, it was phenomenal. I loved it. There was no support. Third-party support dropped. AAA titles dropped. And then it became this indie kind of retro gaming type console, which is fun. That is nice, but not $300 nice. Not $300 fun. One of the things I'm noticing with the Nintendo Switch already, from the 65 games they've showed, a lot of them are these like 8-bit 2D side-scrolling games. Indie game after indie game after indie game. Look, those are fun, but not $300 fun. I would rather play those on my phone for, you know, the fun of it than pay $300 for a system that is going to be bombarded by indie titles. I'm already up to it with, you know, with the PS Vita. I'm tired of all the indie titles. I'm tired of all the retro gaming. God, I mean, the games that are coming, the power that is in the Vita is not being utilized. And it's sad that we're getting all these low budget. Oh man, yeah, they came and they're, man, people are loving it, and Hotline Miami, and oh man, after a while it's like, I want what I paid for. I want to see the beautiful graphics. I want to see the stunning scenery. I want to see what can be put inside this little handheld machine. Now the Nintendo Switch at launch is going to have 3 games. Zelda being the best, of course, like I said. It's going to have Nintendo 1-2 Switch, which is kind of like the Wii U Sports, I guess, a bunch of little games. After looking at the lineup, I'm not impressed. And it hurts because I'm hoping Nintendo, I bought the Wii U. I got the limited edition that came out, what was it, like a week early? I got the Vita, the one that came out a week early through GameStop. Paid extra for it. I am a fan of handheld systems. However, I want what they're promising. I want a handheld system that's going to deliver a premium console gameplay. And don't get me wrong, Zelda Breath of the Wild looks stunning. It looks amazing. But what else do they have? Mario Odyssey isn't going to be released for another, they said, till the holidays. Mario Kart 8 is just a port from the Wii U with 2 extra players. No new content, they said. Here's another bad thing. Out of the 65 games, probably 40 of them are imported games from the PS Vita, the PS4, or the PC. Now the problem is, if you've played them on that, why would you want them on another console? Why would you want to double pay for indie games? To top it off, the graphics aren't even there. I don't know. For me, it's not what I want. When they showed the Switch, they were talking about you're going to be able to take this console on the go, and it was going to give you the power, and it was going to give you the processor, and it was going to give you the graphics. The idea is there. It's a great idea. But here's the thing. In a time and an age when everything's going 4K and HDR, here's Nintendo Switch saying we're doing 720 and 1080 docked. Xbox One S, 4K, HDR. PS4 Pro, 4K. Man, 4K is what people want. The TVs, they're moving into 4K. They're getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. You want the best look. So if you're going to promise this great system that's going to be portable, at least give us the games. If you can't give me 4K, if you can't give me 1080 on the go, that is fine if you give me premium content. Now, as of right now, there are a bunch of developers that said they're supporting. They have over 65 or 75 developers. You know, Ubisoft, and they got FIFA, and they got EA, and they got NBA 2K, and they got all these people claiming to come. Nothing is coming out right away. Not one. I mean, we need premium AAA titles. That's what's going to sell. The Wii U, I bought that. I bought the premium bundle. Support died out. Support died out really fast. I was left, and it sucked. I love the idea that I could play Call of Duty in my hands, and I didn't even have to be hooked up to other. Wife wanted to watch TV, kids wanted to watch TV. Sure, let me just hook this up. Bam, there you go. But then, all of a sudden, support dropped, and it dropped, and it dropped until we had nothing. Until nobody, the Call of Duty was coming out, but not for the Wii U. This is coming, not for the Wii U. And already for the Switch, we're starting to hear this. They said, that Bethesda wouldn't be releasing these new games for the Switch because it's just too much of a different breed to have to work with. Not good. Not good. I'm buying it because I want the premium console on the go. Even if I have to suffer a little bit, that is okay. But I want premium AAA titles, not retro or indie titles. So it's going to be $300. If you wanted it pre-ordered, I think you probably missed the boat. If you don't have one, you're going to have to wait for the next shipment to come in. They're coming in standard, and then they're coming in neon colors. The system itself is $299, 32 gigs. You can expand it. It's coming with the docking station. It's going to be cartridge-based. The games are going to be from $39 to $59. You can buy an extra Pro controller that's just a controller that has no Joy-Cons. They don't come undone for $60, I believe. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you're an indie lover and you love these RPGs or these role-playing, these role-playing games, or these, these ones that come from China or Japan, these imported Japan, sorry. If you love those, then this system is for you. If you're looking for that Nintendo system that's going to give you what they've been promising, I don't know if this is for you. I'm that person looking for that Nintendo system that they've been promising. And from the lineup and from what I've read, it's not looking good. I mean, out of the box, it's not going to support Netflix. These are things that are vital in order for this system to succeed. It is vital for this system to come out of the box supporting these things, supporting what's out there, supporting every bit of entertainment it can, especially now with the world that we're living in, the technology that is around us. Man, you need everything we have is in one. I remember there was a time when I was younger, I had a pager, a cell phone, and man, I'd walk around with a Discman or a Walkman. That shows a little bit of my age, but now all that is balled up into one. You had a camera, then they came out with disposable cameras. Now that's all in one. I got an iPhone 7. The screen recording, which I'm recording on right now, is great. 4K, it's beautiful. Beautiful pictures. I put all my music on it. Man, it's my cell phone, it's my music player, it's my camera, it's everything in one. So our technology has to be compatible nowadays, but they're not doing it. And I'm a little worried. I am a little worried. This is kind of their last chance to make it out that rut. Their last chance to make it. And I hope they succeed. I really do, because I am a Nintendo fan. I grew up on Nintendo. And before Nintendo, I was playing Atari. I want them to succeed. Will they succeed? I don't know. That depends on what they will do and how they decide to change their focus on this system coming out. Anyways, I hope this video helped you. I hope it helped you decide whether or not you want to get it. It's powered by an NVIDIA Tegra K1, which can be found. If you're looking for specs similar to what's inside of the Nintendo Switch, go ahead and YouTube videos on the Android TV. That by NVIDIA. The NVIDIA Shield. Look up the NVIDIA Shield. Very similar chips, if not the same chip. And it'll show you exactly what you're getting. It's not directly going to be right there with the Xbox One or PS4. It is going to be above the 360 and PS3. I'm okay with that again. But are the AAA titles coming? Is the online support really going to be there? Another thing real quick before I go. Online. They're going to charge now. Monthly fee for online. And then they said, oh, but don't worry, we're going to throw in a Nintendo game a month. A Nintendo game a month. To sweeten the deal. What they forgot to mention right off the bat was that those Nintendo games will expire each month, giving you a month to play. Nintendo is greedy. They're greedy, and it's the greed that might kill them in the end. So again, I hope this video helped you. I hope it helped you out. I was excited for this thing. I still am. I want to believe. I want to see it succeed. But will Nintendo pull through? Will they get their heads out of their butt? Will they stop trying to be so money hungry? Will they stop trying to, profit on every little thing they can and actually give the people what they say? Or are they going to continue to be this greedy corporation that sinks themselves because they couldn't see beyond the penny? PS4, Xbox One out the door. Day launch. They were losing money. They were losing money on the hardware. They were making it up on the software. In other words, they charged under what the systems were actually worth, counting on the content they were going to bring you. They knew they were going to capture you with the content, so they were able to do that. Nintendo Switch, they're Nintendo's greedy. They won't do that. They would rather sink and be like the Titanic, be like that band on the Titanic. It was nice on this boat living with you and playing, and just sink and burn and go down. So again, this is my rant. It's a long rant. It's a long video. Hope it helped out if you were able to sit through this 15-minute video. But until then, until again, take care. This is Joker 2730 the Gamer. And I hope it helped you out.